everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to create something small, simple and surprisingly magical. Itsy bitsy grid landscapes. I love doing these. These tiny abstract landscapes start as nothing more than little paint marks inside a grid, but the fun part comes later when we look closely at those marks and use a fine liner pen to pull out the details hiding inside them. It's playful, intuitive, and honestly one of my favourite ways to loosen up. So let's get started. I have got 300 grams of cold press watercolour paper that I've taped down, and I've sectioned it off into 8 sections. I've grabbed my Kuretake watercolour paints, but you could use any watercolour paints, and I've just chosen my favourite colours. So I'm dropping in quick loose marks, a swipe of green here, a soft blue wash there, and I'm going to be adding some earthy strokes into the colourway. I'm not waiting for the paint to dry. I want them to merge into each other, and I'm not trying to paint actual landscapes yet. These are just suggestions, hints of sky, land, hills, and the light coming into the picture. The magic is not overthinking it. So I've waited for that paint to dry, and I've grabbed my black fine liner, and I start with the mark making process. As the paint had dried, I took a moment to look at the tiny squares, and you can see that some marks have already look like hills, some look like the horizon line, and some look a little bit stormy sky or a quiet field. This is the moment where the painting starts talking back. So instead of forcing a landscape, I'm letting the paint tell me what it wants to become. So I'm looking at the lines that are already there and following some of those lines. Adding additional bits, as you can see with these trees, and then grabbing a pencil and adding a little bit of shading here and there. So shading in some of the trees, shading in some of the fields, wherever I feel it needs a little bit more definition. So as you're looking at the page, as you progress with it, your pen gently pulls out the details hiding inside each square. So a little line becomes a shoreline, or a scribble becomes a tree. A few dots will become distant lights, or a curved line becomes a hill. I'm not outlining everything, just adding enough detail to give each tiny landscape its own personality. This is where the grid really comes alive. I love mixing up the styles. Some squares stay very minimal, just an horizon line and maybe some little pebbles or stones flowing down the page. Others get more details like clusters of trees, tiny waves or abstract marks that hint of movement. The contrast between simple and detailed squares makes the whole grid feel very dynamic. When I step back from the page, it's amazing how these tiny marks become a whole collection of miniature worlds. Each square is its own moment, its own mood, its own tiny landscape, and all of it started with nothing more than loose paint marks. I imagine what it would be like to live in these little landscapes, and I imagine that there'd be little fairies living under these trees or under these rock crops. And what a lovely time they'd be having. So you can really let your imagination go to this and go to different places. And I think that's why I find this so relaxing to do, is that you sort of get lost in that little landscape. You just want to add the little details with your little white Posca pen to bring it to life. So it's really, really therapeutic, really enjoyable to do, and really in the moment kind of stuff. I have done another one of these itsy bitsy little landscapes, and I did it in muted greens and creams, very similar mark making to what we've got here, and really enjoyable to do again. So what I'll do, I'll leave a link at the end of this video, so if you liked this, then you can watch that video straight away, straight after this one. So I hope you get to try this, and I hope you do like it. If you like, please like, and if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe, and maybe leave me a comment. I always look at my comments very regularly, and I'll come straight back to you if you've got any questions, or if you just want to tell me about your art journey. I love hearing about people's art journeys and the kind of things that you like to do or what you'd like to see me do next. I would love to hear that, and I will try and do a video on what you'd like to see next. So if you want to leave a comment, like I said, I'll come back to you very soon. Or if you like to hype this, then there's a button below and you can hype this. Tells YouTube that people like this video, pushes it out to more people. And also I have got a members page, so you could be a supporter or a super supporter. Being a super supporter means that you get members only videos and you get videos first. So I'd love to see you on that page. So I'm just continuing. You can see this one. It looks a little bit like a spider's web. And I thought that looked nice, as though you were looking at spider's web and then looking at the landscape in the distance. And then I'm moved on to the next one, and it's very different again. So adding the trees in the horizon, then some lines coming down that represent the fields and filling in between the lines there. Switching over and then adding some lines across that field as though that field is ploughed, and then adding some stones to that lovely red lush colour there. And then once I've finished with the black pen, I've moved over and I've grabbed pencil, just a little bit of shading here and there, just to add that little bit of definition into those trees and that background there. And then just adding some white pen to that black there. It just brightens it all up and gives it a little bit of zing. So then I've heated up the tape and I'm peeling it away, and we are going to reveal the lovely itsy bitsy grid landscape. And I'm going to pull the page up to the screen so you can see in a little bit more detail what's been going on with those. And you can see here, they're absolutely delicious. So that's the story of how to create itsy bitsy grid landscapes, and I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a relaxing, low pressure way to paint, and every grid has turned out completely unique. Okay, thanks so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye.